Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So this week, Cancer, I am working with the Wild Unknown Animal deck. So I'm going to pull out a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck for you, an overall energy of the reading. I'm just going to see where it goes. I'm being very intuitive with these readings this week. See, we have a new space, so it's very magical and mystical. So we're kind of following that. And then I'm going to go into the tarot of the same name, the Wild Unknown. And we're going to pull out some cards and kind of see what the story is for you. What's going on right now. There is a link at there is an extended to this reading. The link is at the top of the description if you are drawn to it. And yeah, we will continue to see where energy goes beyond this point in this video at that time. So let's get started, Cancer. A card and energy for Cancer. A card for energy. Interesting. So 3 cards have come out. I said I wanted 1, but I'm keeping it open. I feel, wow, no, 4 cards. I feel like there's a story in this, so let's see what we get. Oh, you guys can see. You have the Cobra, fire. You have the Starfish, water. You have the dragon. This is like the eye of the universe, the eye of God to me. This is very, very, and this is the symbol for spirit up here. And then you have hawk, air energy. Immediately, I feel like the other cards aren't speaking to me, but of course, this one is obviously the most important. The one of most significance has come out in this reading. This feels like some sort of divine intervention to me. It feels like some sort of a divine intervention. It's come into this story to create some sort. This almost feels like there's 2 different elements here. I sort of feel like you're one of these. And this is a little bit like the Gemini reading. I'm just reading the energy. I don't want to put a tag on anything. See what feels like you. So this Cobra actually is very similar to, was it Gemini or I can't remember now, but they had the tiger and it was also fire energy and it's very intense. It's kind of having your sights set on something, really focused, feeling very passionate about this. Almost like, when is it time to strike? When is it time to make a move? Really paying attention. But then we have the Starfish. This kind of, to me, feels like it would be more like your energy, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, just because you're a water sign doesn't mean that you can't be really passionate and feeling intense about something one day. Absolutely you can. So just see where you fit. The Starfish looks very different to me on the inside than the outside. The outside can be kind of like bumpy and rough, but if you flip a starfish over, it has all these sort of soft filaments that have such like wonderful purpose. It helps to transport and it helps to pick up food. It's really like what's on the inside is quite different from what's being shown on the outside. But the starfish can also symbolize, to me, sort of like the star in the tarot. A wish, a dream, a hope, healing. Is a really nice energy. I just feel like either you are someone's wish, hope, dream, or your intent. You see something that is your wish, your hope, your dream, and you want it. And this can play back and forth for actually anyone, because anyone coming to the reading could be like, no, this is me, Cindy. Because we could have Cancerians going through this, and other ones say, no, I know what it is that I want. But something has happened here. I'm getting like something has happened here. And maybe because these 2 energies are so different. It's almost as if a path, something's not lining up. And it just feels like there's some sort of divine intervention that is coming through to bring like wind, movement, a change. This, to me, this hawk represents a change in the direction of the wind. A change in the situation. It is some sort of change, a divine intervention that's coming in here. So if it's a divine intervention, it does kind of speak of something that's sort of meant to happen, or something should be happening here, or should be some sort of connection taking place. But there's a real big difference in these two energies, and maybe that's the reason something isn't coming together. So now I want to pull tarot cards out here. I'm going to pull one card for each one of these. Look at this split. You have the Five of Wands and the Judgment card. It's like, yeah, something isn't coming together here. Something doesn't jive, which is sort of like the Five of Wands. Not understand. Maybe two energies not understanding each other. Or look at the Five of Wands into the Five of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of divine intervention coming through. So we're going to get one tarot card for each one of these oracle cards and see what it really tells us about this story. See, too, if I look at the Cobra has eyes. The Cobra sees. The Cobra's really, really looking. Like the Cobra, to me, feels like it's more in tune with maybe what's going on with the situation than the Starfish. The Starfish is very sort of internalized. The Starfish is using different elements to kind of navigate and guide themselves through life right now than the Cobra is. The Cobra's almost maybe seeing the obvious, where the Starfish, too, because it can be about healing, the Starfish is a little more, a lot more internalized and not kind of being aware of what's going on fully outside of them, where the Cobra's really watching. I do want to say too, because I mean the dragon, I think of lizards and snakes. They're not the same, right? Are they? No, it's frog. No, they are the same. It's frogs that are amphibians and these are reptiles. So it's a little bit like the Cobra's also working in this sort of divine energy, maybe working with divine, maybe saying some prayers or trying to get something going here where it's not. Like divine's coming, divine is stepping in. It's like a divine intervention to step in and bring a wind of change through. I'm not looking, there's too many. I want it to be really clear. Wow, look at, see? The Cobra sees. Okay, wow, the Cobra sees. Okay, the Cobra sees. Isn't that interesting? The Seven of Wands. So the Cobra sees maybe something that's defensive or some sort of defense built up around something. Or the Cobra is watching for an opening into something here. An opening into a discussion, an opening into an opportunity. But the Cobra is, I feel like, waiting, watching for this opening through some sort of defense that's been built up. Oh, the starfish. I'm hearing the word dreamy. So I'm hearing the starfish is kind of dreamy. I feel like the starfish is in an energy of what are my options? What are the opportunities? Where do I feel my soul really wants to go? Like, it feels very dreamy. So these are very different. Like the Cobra's continuing to have fire here. Fire and passion and desire. And where's the opening? Yeah, so I can do that, and you can still see the cards. I like this. The setup is so working. It's working for everyone. It's so wonderful and cohesive. So yeah, so someone's very dreamy here. Could be Cancer. Someone's very dreamy, thinking about like love and happiness and joy, where the Cobra feels intense. The Cobra feels kind of intense. Okay, so what's going on with the dragon? This divine. Ooh, look at this. I like what the dragon has here. The strength. It feels like the divine intervention is about strengthening a position. Strengthening some sort of course that is not happening, is not working. It really does feel like strengthening whatever this is, this intervention, this change in the wind. Oh, the Daughter of Cups. Look at that. Maybe gentle, innocent communication. The beginning of rainbows. It's a change. That's a big shift. It's almost a little bit like taking this hawk, taking this cobra. Why is the cobra so intense? To see this opening. The starfish is in dreamy land. It feels like very dreamy to me. Very dreamy, very creative. Although, you know, there's something blocking the cobra. That's what this is. There's something blocking. I'm glad you guys can see the cards like this. Because you can see the starfish's energy, the lovers, the birds, they're flying this way. They're sort of going in the direction that they're meant to go in, that they're connected to their higher self, their higher purpose. They're following their own hunches and intuition, breadcrumbs left to them by divine. They are moving into this direction. But Cobra, look at, it's like a stopped. Cobra can't move. Cobra can't move. That's why Cobra's looking for like this opening in here. Cobra cannot move. But Cobra's supposed to be, I feel like, part of this journey, part of this movement, this path. So the divine intervention that feels like it's going to be happening and taking place is for Cobra. Cobra, whoever this Cobra is, if it's you or it's someone you're dealing with, they have a block here. They're watching and waiting for the opening to come through. Because starfish is flowing with, like, just kind of flowing with stuff. Going, oh, the tide is in and out. I'm okay. Things are good. What are we going to find? It's very dreamy. But it's in sync with what divine is trying to do here. It's totally in sync. Cobra's got some problems. What's at the bottom? Look at this. And then we have another snake. The Son of Wands. The Son of Wands and the Daughter of Cups. It's almost like fire and water wanting to come together. But the fire is being held back. And the fire wants to meet on the same level. Like this very gentle, innocent. But there's an intensity about this Cobra because I feel like the Cobra's blocked. Like if you piss off a snake, I don't think that's a good thing. It doesn't seem like it would be a good thing. See? And then Judgment is underneath that. And the Five of Swords. Oh, it's like the snake. The snake, the worm, has been cut in half here. There needs to be something reborn in this situation. What's at the bottom here? Oh, the tarantula. I feel like I hate this card. I don't like spiders. They're okay. I know they have great benefit to the world, but creepy. And why would, it's almost as if, I don't know, the angels were talking to God, the universe. You've made some really weird things down there on Earth. I bet you couldn't make anything weirder. I know. You know what? Spiders are really gross. I bet you if we made them gigantic and we put prickly hair all over them, like really top it all. I just feel that. So it just feels like prickly. Feels like prickly energy because something's being held back. The Cobra is being held back and they're looking and watching for this opening. So why would this be happening? Because it feels like a lot of divine energy right here. Cobra is not in divine. Cobra's something else going on for this Cobra that's not in alignment with divine. So maybe whatever circumstances or situations that are going on for the Cobra are playing out that way to get Cobra into alignment, to get them out of this prickly, I feel like the situation is feeling prickly or intense or uncomfortable. It's feeling uncomfortable. It's almost maybe being held back. But at this point, with this dragon coming through, this divine intervention, it feels so much more to me like it's not supposed to play out quite this way. That's kind of what I'm hearing when divine intervention comes in. So that wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, because we all are all of divine energy and creation. We all are of the spark of the universe. And Earth has a very heavy gravitational pull. Earth has a very different vibration from the universe, obviously, right? And we are universe, we're stardust. So things can happen and play out on Earth, I feel, anyways, it's just me talking to you, how I interpret energy and how things can play out, that it's almost the chaotic part of existence. There's some sort of chaos that's played out here that is being affected more readily by the energy of Earth as opposed to the energy of divine. So, and because divine created everything, we're all from one spark. We're all from that initial Big Bang. The dragon has full control. The dragon always has full control. But it's also, you know, realizing that you are part of the dragon. So it's not to belittle your experience. Your experience is divine. Divine is living through you. You are divine. But there's an element here of someone else who's on a path with you and they've been blocked. I'm trying not to pull out too many clarifiers because I'm finding that these cards are really talking to me. I'm getting a massive, massive shift. And I have to say, I'm so glad that she's back. I love her so much. Sand Tarot. I love her so much. And she just came out and did her Aries reading. And I do want to say, I got a lot of emails from people. Is Sand okay? Is everything okay with Sand? You know what? Sand's doing her own thing. Just let her do her thing, man. And I feel like she's talking about a portal or seeing something. I really want to say on a personal level, that Aries reading, I'm really feeling it. And I felt it immediately with the changes that happened. Like with me moving and just continuing to allow changes to come. I just really felt like, you know, I want a different background. And I searched and I thought, this one is so out there, I don't know. But I like it, so I'm going to get it. And I love it. I could not love it more. The atmosphere it's created. And then just feeling so compelled. See, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like, you know, if I was going to connect with anything in your reading, I would connect with the Starfish. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, I just, like, functioning on divine, seeing where it goes. I felt like doing a live, and I had to do it with my phone, and realizing, oh, the clarity, the beauty in this. And it's so much easier for me. So just following your path, following your nudges. Where are you going here? So I feel like working, being in sync, but it can bring you to something new and different. But boy, there could be something really beautiful at the other end. I feel like there's someone you're dealing with, or someone that you're perhaps supposed to deal with, and you're not connecting with them. Something's going on here, but there is a block for them. There's a block, and they're trying to watch for their opening. What's the block? So that's what I'm going to ask. I don't really feel like there's a lot to clarify here. What is the block? What is the Seven of Wands? The block for the Cobra in this reading. What is the Seven of Wands? The block for the Cobra. It's not very specific, but it's certainly talking about what we're asking. The Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It's like going. When is it the right time to go? I'm feeling like this too is about choices again. Okay, it feels as if the Cobra is trying to feel like when it's the right time for them. When it's the right time for them to move forward. So much fire. The Cobra has so much fire. This is so much fire. I don't know. Maybe you are dealing with a Leo. Maybe not. But there's an awful lot. Whoever this is, they're in a cycle in life right now where they are really, life is intense for them. But they're living in intensity. Maybe there's situations around them that they're kind of intense. But they're also intense, but like passionate, drive, focus. Yeah. It feels like this Cobra. Now, because I'm looking here, you see the person, the Two of Wands, there's two wands in the picture, yeah, but they're holding one wand. And now we see the Knight of Wands charging forward with one wand. So it's almost like even, it reminds me a little bit like what I'm getting out of these two, like the Two of Pentacles, like having a couple of things that you need to juggle. Having two elements in life here that need to be juggled. It does feel like, when can I let go of one of these and focus on what it is that I want to focus on? And drive my energy towards that. That's what that feels like. So it feels like the Cobra is dealing with something outside of this journey and this path. And a little bit like, almost if you had twins and they're both learning to ride a two-wheel bike at the same time. And holding on to both seats. The back of both seats. And when can I let go of this? No, I can hang on to it a bit. Keep going and because this is the one you know you need to focus on. Maybe one kid, they don't have to be twins. It's just two kids. Maybe one is a little older than the other. You know the older one is going to get it quicker. So, because you need to focus more on this younger one. You need to focus on this one. And I feel like the focus on this one is sort of the Cobra's journey with you through here. But there's something else that they also kind of need to hold on to. I need to continue to guide a little bit. But once they know that that's okay, they can let it go. And that's kind of their opening. Now I can focus over here on this path, this journey that I really want to be focusing on. That I feel driven and kind of inspired to go towards. Do you want to see? I want to see. I'm almost done. I'm going to do extended, but I want to see the starfish it just feels like a really beautiful, dreamy energy. I also feel like the starfish don't care. Doesn't really care about what's going on behind them because they're just going forward. I feel like the starfish is really, really believing that if something is beautiful and meant for me, it will cross my path. I will cross the path of that. I think the Cobra is watching you though. Like, oh, wait a second. So the Lovers, this is this dreamy, starfishy energy. I have this dreamy energy. And the first card to come out is the Seven of Cups. Oh, look at you. I'm saying that. It feels like you. So yeah, it is dreamy. Because it gave us the Seven of Cups is the first thing that came out. But it's having clarity. It's being like, I have a clear mind here. I might be dreamy, but I have a pretty clear mind. And I'm protecting a new beginning. A change in the cycle here. A shift. The shift in the wind. That's what's happening. The starfish is absolutely like imagining, fantasizing, hoping, but they're not in the clouds. I don't feel like this, like with the King of Swords sitting beside this card, I do not feel like the starfish is in an energy of fogginess, haze, being confused. I feel like they're following their heart and their dreams and open to a lot of possibilities and being pretty clear about making sure that nothing that is an incorrect energy comes in to change the cycle that they're moving into. They feel divinely connected. That's what that feels like. The starfish is feeling divinely connected, feeling really open in terms of their flow with their emotions, their dreams, their fantasies, their intuition, but very clear-minded and very protective of a new cycle. That's fascinating. That's really interesting. So where is I feel like the dragon is giving strength to this journey. Whether the Cobra is able to go there or not, I don't know. The starfish is definitely on this journey. And I really do feel like there's really divine protection around the starfish. And taking it towards the winds of change here with the hawk. The winds of change with the hawk. I want a bullet. There it is. The King of Wands. It's interesting because it's an awful lot of the energy that's sitting behind the starfish. So I don't know. I don't know who's got to catch up to who. Or this could be someone different. But it's taken the starfish into fire, into passion, into leadership, into creativity, into having the energy and the sort of the map to success. Ooh, the Three of Swords is at the bottom and the Ten of Wands, and then it's reversed. Somebody in this story could be carrying a heavy burden. Somebody could be experiencing heartbreak or loss. If anybody, I do feel like it might be the Cobra. So, isn't that interesting? These readings? I really like this. I really like this. I'm really flowing with it, man. I like the flow. I didn't know why am I being made to move? Why am I being made to move? So I'm going to tell you a little story, because if you didn't know, I had to move. I wasn't expecting it. I sort of got 60 days notice. Like, oh, there you go. Guess what? You got to go, because I got to move back into that house. Oh, okay. It was a very mentally, emotionally roller coaster driven experience. And then it became very physically exhausting. So I do want to say it myself. I really, I think I took almost 2 weeks off from the channel. I was just like an emotional, a mental, and a physical hitting the wall on so many levels. And I just don't know why. And then I'll tell you something really kind of cool. So I've had mourning doves coming around me the last year or so. And some really odd experiences with them. One came right into the house. I have, at the other house, I had a window in the bedroom. I'm finished with reading, so if you don't want to listen to me anyways. And I'm going to go do the extended after this. So you can actually go now, because this has already been recorded. So anyways, one of the bedroom windows, I would on full moons, I would put my crystals and stuff out there on the window ledge. So I popped out the screen and put it in, stored it away safe, so I could just crank the window open and put stuff out on the ledge. So one day, I had the window open. It wasn't very much. And I think I was in the washroom, which is connected to that bedroom. And all of a sudden, my son is yelling, Mom, there's a bird in the house. And I can hear Lily, woof, woof. The mourning dove came right into the room. And apparently my son walked in and they were staring at each other on the ledge. And he said, yeah, the dove just kind of looked around, was checking everything out. And then Lily saw it, got so excited and ran. She spent the next 2 weeks running to that window all the time, hoping it would happen again. And then the dove left. And then weeks or months later, I was in the bathroom and I'm just sitting on the can. And all of a sudden I can hear this sound. It's so amplified. And it's a mourning dove going, coo, coo, coo. It feels like it's on a loudspeaker in the bathroom. And I realized it must have been standing on the fan in the bathroom cooing, because it was just echoing through the fan, through the metal ductwork of the fan. It was so loud. It freaked me out. I've never experienced anything like that before. So anyways, and then I had some other really personal odd experiences with mourning doves and feeding the birds at my house and that. So I moved. And when I got to the house, I think the first day when I got the key and I opened it, I'm opening the key and there's bird poop on the threshold. Was it the threshold or the ledge on either side of the door? I can't remember now, but it was obvious enough that I saw it when I walked up to the door. And it wasn't splattered bird poop. It was bigger, the firm little rocks or pellets that you would associate with a pigeon or something of the dove family. And I did think to myself, I thought, did the people who were here before maybe have pigeons? And the pigeon, because it was so weird. You don't see this is a brand new house, 4 years old, in a subdivision. There's no trees. I mean, there's little sticks that have to grow into trees. And it was a very odd thing to see. And so we moved in, and I think it was the second morning. It was the second morning. I looked out the kitchen window and there's houses right behind me. And there's gotta be a dozen to 20 mourning doves all on one roof, right across from my kitchen window. I thought, wow, that's a lot of mourning doves. I usually only see them in pairs or maybe 2 pairs. So that's a lot of mourning doves. And then the next morning, I opened the door to let Lily out, my little dog. It's a small deck. It's the kind of deck that the builder builds for you. You can't put much more than a lawn chair. One chair on it. It's maybe 10 feet by 20. Not even that. I don't know. I'm not good with that. It's not very big. So I opened the door and her little feet boom, 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 onto the deck. About 20 mourning doves flew out from under that deck. Every morning, those mourning doves are under there. And this is before I started feeding them. This is before I started feeding them. So then I started thinking, well, maybe I should feed them. So I did. I put seed on the fence, the top of the fence, and I put some on the railing, and they would come, and they would actually come right up to the door, the sliding door, and they were looking inside. I thought they were going to start pecking on the window. These guys are really interesting. I'm sure I could feed these out of my hand at some point. I don't see anybody else feeding them, and I don't know why they're living at this house, but they've left now, and that is a really peculiar thing. It's like they were never here now. It's so odd. It's almost as if they were waiting here at this house. I know this is going to sound weird and hokey, but I'm telling you, it was like they were waiting here at this house. And I don't know I don't know. I really don't know. Like somehow these birds were protecting this space. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I fed them for a few days and now they're all gone. It's almost as if I've given them the gift, the thank you for whatever it was they were doing here, and everything has shifted. The energy around me has shifted phenomenally. The tapestry has come in, the phone is such a better recording device. And the readings, there's something about the readings. It's a different level. It's really weird. And I don't know why I was telling you. It's just something about, yeah, like a shift. A huge shift. And that's such a strange story about all those mourning doves. I've never seen so many mourning doves around, like in one place all together. I know you'll see like rock doves and pigeons like that, but I'm telling you, all the years I've been watching mourning doves, I don't think I've ever seen more than 4, maybe 6, and they're always in the 2 little groups. I don't know if they mate for life. They're always in their 2 of them together. This was like easily 20. Actually, it was 2 days ago. I counted them on the other roof, and there was 19, and then another one flew in and it was 20 mourning doves. Yeah, it's crazy, right? I really can't remember why I was telling you this. So anyways, that's my story. I usually save these for Capricorn. And look at you. You got a long Cindy story. So I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to go do the extended, and I'm going to continue to pull cards and see what other energy. I'm actually feeling compelled to continue pulling from the 2 decks that I've been using. I'm going to use the 2 same decks, I think, and see what comes out in the extended. So thank you so much, Cancer. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.